On Wednesday, School Choice Wisconsin released the third-year results of a 5-year study comparing the performance of students in school choice to those in Milwaukee Public Schools. The results do not show any significant differences between the two groups of students, but school choice representatives say the fourth-year results will be the deciding test.
We are carefully tracking a large group of students who entered their public or private high schools 3.5 years ago. Pretty soon, they'll either be graduating from high school or not. That's a very important educational outcome. And so our next set of reports is going to include a careful assessment of whether or not the choice program promotes higher rates of high school graduation.
Results from other studies in other cities give school choice representatives reason to be optimistic.
It turns out that in another report that came along here that it does show that in fact compared to some national test scores, the MPCP students, the private school students, and also public school students are doing better than the national averages of similarly urban districts with large free lunch populations. But the differences between these two are at this point insignificant.
Supporters say even though there is little difference in performance so far, school choice students had further to go from the start.
One of the interesting things that Patrick Wolf brought up today is when they sought to match groups of students to compare tests. They started out with a base of students in the Milwaukee Parental Choice Program who were lower achieving than students generally in MPS. And he said this completely puts to rest the notion that there's any creaming, that somehow the best students are leaving MPS, and that of course is a criticism that has dogged the program for more than a decade now.
The state spends half as much on school choice students than on public school students. School choice representatives say the program has other merits as well, even if school choice students do not outperform those in MPS.
Parents are getting choices here because of this program that they wouldn't have in most other school districts, or wouldn't have had in Milwaukee before this program began. And those are choices that most middle-class people, middle-class families have one way or another. If their kids are in bad schools, they'll move their residencies to a different location where the schools are better, or they'll buy private education. And these families are unable to do either one of those, realistically move to the suburbs or another place, or to buy private education without a voucher. So there is a question of opportunity here, of freedom, and of choice.
Typically in America, we like to expand liberty so long as we're confident it's not going to cause any harm to anybody. And from all the evidence we've uncovered in our evaluation of the MPCP program, it isn't causing any harm to anyone. Students aren't academically harmed from it. Levels of integration are not worsened by it. The state is actually spending less money as a result of it.
Supporters of school choice say the program also has positive effects on students who continue to attend MPS.
What we've learned from studies in previous years is that competition from the choice program is boosting achievement in Milwaukee public schools slightly, and the state of Wisconsin spends significantly less money on the voucher students than they do on similar students in Milwaukee public schools. So there's an efficiency benefit to the program.
And next year, when the graduation results are in, School Choice Wisconsin anticipates its students to have an 18% higher graduation rate than those in MPS. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.